Hello, listeners of Heart and Soul Gospel Ministry. This is Joseph, the host of Wake Up Call. Modern people live very busy lives. Many say they don't have enough hours in a day. Even for our spiritual walk, we often say there are many things we should do but cannot do because we simply do not have enough time. We say we can't pray because we don't have time. We say we can't attend worship because we don't have time. We say we can't read or meditate on the Bible because we are too busy. Yet, despite our lack of time, most of us still manage to eat, watch the news, keep up with current events, check stock markets, organize emails, watch countless YouTube videos, and follow certain dramas or reality shows. The well-known American pastor John Piper once said, "On the final day of judgment, the evidence that we failed to live a life of prayer will be a Twitter and a Facebook. It will not be because we lack time, but it will be because we lack the priority." These days, we might also need to add YouTube to that list. On the last day, when we stand before God, if He asks, "Did you faithfully fulfill the mission I entrusted to you in the world?" Can we confidently answer, "Yes, I did my best"? And what if God responds, "Really? Then let's calculate how much time you spent on YouTube, Facebook, TV, and entertainment while we were on earth." How would we react? Would we be able to say, "Go ahead, check"? Or would we lower our heads in embarrassment with our face turning red? Nowadays, most people don't watch traditional TV broadcasts as much. Instead, they spend more time on YouTube or streaming services like Netflix. The convenience of watching whatever we want whenever we want is appealing. Moreover, these platforms use artificial intelligence to continuously monitor and recommend videos to captivate our attention. So those who enjoy videos keep clicking on recommendations, spending countless hours watching one video after another. This is dangerous. Even though we tell ourselves this is the last one, our hands and eyes keep clicking on the next video, and often when we finally stop, we feel depleted with a sense of emptiness and realize we have wasted time. Some believers even say that YouTube and Instagram are fun, but reading the Bible is not as fun. What about you? Why are we more drawn to worldly things than God's Word? Is it the entertainment? Is God's Word outdated, boring, and uninteresting? If that were true, how could the psalmist make the confession, "How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth"? Psalms 119, 103. The psalmist says that God's word is sweeter than honey. Some might argue, well, they did not have YouTube back then. But is that really the reason? Just because there was no YouTube then doesn't mean there were no distractions and temptations. There have always been things in the world that captivated human attention since the Garden of Eden. Ultimately, the real issue is this: what is my heart seeking? What am I looking for? If we desire holiness, goodness, purity, and righteousness, then God's will still be sweeter than honey, more joyful than YouTube. However, if we seek the opposite, if we delight in what is unholy, unclean, and unrighteous, then God's word will seem outdated, tiresome, and like nothing more than a boring lecture. Dear Heart and Soul Gospel Ministry listeners, what is your soul seeking? What do you long for? The law of the Lord is perfect, reviving the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The rules of the Lord are true, and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, even much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and drippings of the honeycomb. Psalm 19, 7-10. The psalmist confessed that God's law revives the soul, grants wisdom, brings joy to the heart, and enlightens the eyes with purity. And those who serve the Lord with such heart will receive a reward on the last day. A reward that is far more satisfying than receiving vast amounts of gold or even the purest honey. That is why the psalmist declared his commitment to live according to God's word. Everyone devotes their heart to what they love. They invest their time, passion and themselves in it. This is why Jesus said in Matthew 6:21, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Where's your treasure? Where are you investing your time, your passion, and your very self? I hope and pray that all of our listeners will not stand before the Lord in shame on the final day. May we all prove with our lives that our true treasure is the Lord. I will see you next week. May God bless you all. Goodbye.